Hello students and welcome back to JS Physics. So today we'll see the use of logarithm part 2. Let us start. Now today we'll be learning how to multiply different numbers by using logarithms or log tables. For that we need to learn about the rules of multiplications. Suppose two numbers are given to us, number m and number n. And if I want to multiply these two numbers by using log, then I'll be using rule of multiplication. According to this rule, log of m into n is equal to log of m plus log of n. That means in logarithms, the multiplication is replaced by addition. So this rule we have to remember. Whenever you multiply two or more than two numbers by using log, multiplication will be replaced by addition in logarithms. So let us take one example and see how to do it. Suppose we are given two numbers like 512.3 and 6.254, and I want to find the multiplication of these two numbers, right? We want the answer of multiplication of these two numbers. So let us assume that the multiplication answer is x. X is equal to multiplication of these two numbers. Then the very first step will be this. X is equal to NT log of 512.3 into 6.254, right? Here simply we have taken log and then NT log. Remember, whenever we want to simplify the calculations, we'll be taking the log, then we'll simplify that, and then finally we'll take NT log to get back our answer. So in this case, first we'll find the multiplication of these two by using log, and then we'll find its NT log. As per the rule of multiplication, when I multiply these two numbers by log, that will be replaced by addition. So our next step will be NT log of 512.3 plus log of 6.254. That means this multiplication is replaced by addition in logarithms. Now we know how to find the log of a given number, as we have seen that in the previous video. So let us apply that logic. To find the log of 512.3, what we have to do? We have to divide this number into three groups: 51, 2 and 3. Then in the log tables, it is better if you open the logarithmic tables. In the logarithmic tables, in the row of 51, under the column of 2, we have to see what number is written. So this number we have to find out. And in the mean difference column of 3, again we have to find what number is written, right? So open the log tables and find out the number written in the row of 51 under the column of 2. You'll see that this number is 7093, and the mean difference column of 3 contains number 2 in the same row. So we have to add this to 7093 plus 2. So that will give me the answer 7095. This is the mantissa for a given number. Now, to find the characteristic, we have to find out how many digits are there before the decimal point. Here we have 3 digits. So 3 minus 1 is 2. So 2 is a characteristic. So the total number will be characteristic and mantissa together. So it is 2.7095. Similarly, we will find the log of this number. So before decimal point only one digit is there. So 1 minus 1 becomes 0, and that's why for this particular number the characteristic is 0. Now to find the mantissa, again we'll divide this into three groups. So now we have to see in the row of 62 under the column of 5 what number is written, and then in the mid difference column of 4 what number is written. So you find out this number, you will see that this number comes out to be 7959, and this number comes out to be 3. So when you add this two, you get 7962, right? So the mantissa for this number becomes 7962. The log of this number will be the sum of characteristic and mantissa. So that becomes 0.7962. Now because we are doing addition here, on adding this 2 we'll get the answer 3.5057. Once we know this, we have to find now its antilog. So the next step will be antilog of 3.5057. Now we have to open the anti-logarithmic tables in the book and we have to search for this number 0.50, 5 and 7. So in the row of 0.50 under the column of 5, which number is written? We have to find that. The number you'll get 3199. In the same row under the mean difference of 7, you have to search that number and that comes out to be 5. So when we add these two numbers, we'll get the answer as 3204. By adding these two, we get the answer of 3204. Now, the antilog of this number is 3204. But where to place the decimal point? For that, we have to see the characteristic. Now, characteristic is 3. So, 3 plus 1 is 4. Means after 4 digits, 1, 2, 3 and 4, we have to place a decimal point. So, our answer for multiplication of these two numbers will be 3204. That is the final answer. Right? Let us see one more example. Now we'll want to multiply these two numbers 23.75 and 0.003421. Now steps will be same. We'll take the anti-log of 23.75 into 0.003421. As we know, in logarithms, multiplication is replaced by division. So when we take log of these two numbers, it will be log of 23.75 plus log of 0.003421. Now we need to find the log of this number and we'll apply the same logic. This number is greater than 1. So we have to see the number of digits before decimal point, that is 2 minus 1. So that becomes 1. So characteristic for this number is 1. To find the mantissa for this number, we'll write this number as 23, 7 and 5. That means in the row of 23, under the column of 7, we have to search the number and that number comes out to be 3747. Then in the same row, under the column of mean difference 5, we have to search the number which comes out to be 9. So add these two numbers and you'll get the answer 3756. Right? So log of 23.75 will be 1.3756. Now plus we have to find the log of this number. Now for this number, because the number is less than 1, we have to find how many zeros are there between decimal point and first non-zero numbers. We can see that 2 zeros are there. So 2 plus 1 becomes 3. With negative sign, it becomes bar 3. So now this characteristic is bar 3. To find the mantissa, again we have to neglect the decimal point and we have to divide this number into 3 groups. So now we have to find in the row of 34, under the column of 2, the number written is 5340. And in the same row, under the mean difference of 1, the number written is 1. That means addition of this two number becomes 5341. And that's why the characteristic for this number is bar 3 and mantissa for this number is 5341. Now we have to add these two numbers because in logarithms, multiplication is replaced by addition. On adding these two numbers, 6 plus 1 becomes 7, 5 plus 4 is 9, 7 plus 3 is 10. So 1 comes here, carry, and then 5 plus 4 becomes 9. Now, here this is 1 minus 3. So 1 minus 3 becomes minus 2. So that is written as bar 2. So addition of these two numbers results as bar 2.9097. The next step will be to find the anti-log of bar 2.9097. So to find the anti-log of this number, we have to see the anti-logarithmic tables. And in those tables, we have to see this digits after decimal points. That means in the anti-log tables, we have to see in the row of 90 under the column of 9 and then under the column of mean difference 7. Right? So here the numbers written are 8110 and 13. On adding these two numbers, we'll get the answer as 8123. Right? So now we have to place the decimal point, and to place the decimal point, we have to see the characteristic. Characteristic is 2. So bar 2 plus 1, that becomes equals to bar 1. Bar 1 indicates there is 1 0 between decimal point and the first non-zero number. That means our answer will become 0.08123. Okay, or we can use another method. We can just take the digit as it is 8123, then place the decimal point always after one digit and take the characteristic as the power of 10. So now the answer will become 8.123 into 10 raised to minus 2. Right? So this is our final answer, 0.08123. So the multiplication of this two number is nothing but 0.08123. So this is how the multiplication is replaced by addition in case of logarithms, right? Now, in this case, we have found the log of numbers which are having only 4 digits. Suppose we are given the number something like this. If it would have been 23.753, suppose. Now we know that we can find the mantis of only 4-figure numbers. So we have to convert this number into 4 figures, and for that we'll be using the rules of rounding off. Now what is that rule? We have to see the last digit. If this digit is less than 5, simply neglect it. So we'll see the log of 23.75 only. But suppose the number is 23.756. If this last digit is equal to or greater than 5, then we have to add 1 to the previous number. So now this number becomes 23.76. So in that case, we have to see the log of 23.76, and accordingly that we have to proceed for further calculations. Right? So that is about rules of rounding off. So that is a simple method to convert multiplication into addition so that the calculations becomes simple in logarithms. So our next topic will be now division of different numbers by using logarithms. Thank you for watching the video.